Welcome, foolish mortals, to another episode of the HitchHiking Host Show. I am your host, your ghost host, Wes Truth, and I'm back again this week with more Disney Parks news. And this week, it's almost all about two parks. That's right, surprisingly. We're just going to do a little bit of park hopping this week. We're going to start out in Disney's Animal Kingdom, where we're gonna go digging in Dino Land. Yeah, man. Actually, I don't think it really has anything to do with dinosaurs, but we're heading to Animal Kingdom, and then we're gonna look and see what's going on over in Epcot. Yeah. And then there's a few miscellaneous stories that will be costing me a lot of money, at least $80 worth. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's kick the show off. Alright, over at Disney's Animal Kingdom, the back half of Pizzafari has been being transitioned into the new table service restaurant. This establishment will be called Tiffins and will be a signature table service restaurant similar to Be Our Guest and Le Cellier, oh yeah, restaurants, and is set to open in spring 2016 along with the Rivers of Light show and nighttime version of Kilimanjaro Safaris. Whenever we say that, we gotta hit now go, now go poo poo. Anyway, Tiffins will celebrate the art of traveling, feature a diverse menu featuring items inspired from several places that inspired the creation of Disney's Animal Kingdom, and will be open for both lunch and dinner. And it will also feature waterfront views from indoor and outdoor seating areas. This sounds great to me. I mean, Animal Kingdom, in my opinion, needs a great fancy sit-down restaurant. The restaurants are pretty good at Animal Kingdom, the ones I've been to. But all this new stuff is coming to the Animal Kingdom, so I think this is a good time to open something like this. Now, it sounds like it's going to be expensive if it's in the signature, in the same vein as Be Our Guest or Le Cellier. I know Le Cellier is 2 dining credits. I'm not sure about Be Our Guest, but I'm sure someone will tell me in the comment section. So it might be a 2, or as I call them, a 2 dining credit thing. But I guess we'll find out. Moving on, we also have new details released about Rivers of Light, the nighttime show coming to the Disney Animal Kingdom, which has now been confirmed to be opening in spring 2016. This new show will allow guests to commune with mystical hosts who come to the river bearing gifts of light. This sounds very interesting. During the show, guests will see the hosts set out from the shore on elaborate lantern vessels for a dramatic dance of water and light in order to summon animal spirits. All I'm going to say is don't do any drugs before you see this show, because you might get a bad trip. Especially you kids out there. Lay off the old Betsy there. Anyway, this show does sound very interesting. I'm excited to see this. I'm excited to see the safari and what all this new stuff coming to the Animal Kingdom. Of course, Pandora's coming a year later, but it's cool that stuff's coming in 2016. A nighttime show sounds great. It's going to bring more people into Disney's Animal Kingdom later, because a lot of people think it's a half-day park, some think it's full day. Well, I'm somewhere in between, so now I think it will be considered a full-day park, finally. Or we'll come back, take a rest. Anyway, we got some more Animal Kingdom news, too. One part of Discovery Island's new shopping area is almost complete. The Riverside Depot store will officially open on Tuesday, December 8th, 2015. This new merchandise location will be connected to Disney Outfitters and feature Disney character gifts and souvenirs. Discovery Island's shopping area isn't complete yet, though, as Disney Outfitters is set to close for refurbishment at the beginning of 2016. Once again, more stuff going on in Animal Kingdom for this big. It's basically going to be a big reopening of the park once the Avatar Land is done. So it's going to be a lot different, and a lot the same too. But there's going to be a lot of new stuff, which I think is awesome. And also, Flights of Wonder will be added to the park's Fastpass Plus lineup starting later this week on November 25th. This new addition brings the total amount of Fastpass Plus choices up to 11 for the Disney's Animal Kingdom. So if you want to put your Fastpass for Flights of Wonder, you can if you're a humongous fan of this show. I don't see a need to do that in my case. For me, it's easy. When I book my 3 Fastpasses, it's Safari, it's Everest, it's Dinosaur. Nothing else comes close. You don't need... Just get there a little early for the shows. Get there a little early for Lion King. Get there a little early for Nemo. Flights of Wonder. Yeah, you don't need a fast pass for the shows. To me, it's unless you don't want to go on any rides like Everest or Dinosaur, then maybe do it. But it's like no need for me. All right, now we're gonna park hop over to the Epcot Center. Mission Space is soon being bumped up to Tier 1 FastPass Plus status. Ugh. In just a few weeks. In order to prepare for this change, a few small alterations are coming into play to the different ride bays, switching one of the green, less intense simulators to an orange, more intense experience. So we're getting more intense. I wish that ride would just go away, but that's me. How about no intense? Because I want that ride going. I'm not a Mission Space fan by any means. I absolutely loved Horizons, which it took over. I would much rather see that ride there, still there, than Mission Space. But, I mean, I know it does have its fans. But, I mean, I was alright with it being a Tier 2 attraction, which, if you guys don't know, Epcot has tiers for their Fast Pass. You can pick one of these in Tier 1. You can pick one of these in Tier 2. Two of these in Tier 2. I was fine with it being a Tier 2 attraction. I'm like, alright, I'll do it, because, I mean, I didn't feel like I needed Journey to Imagination or Captain EO or whatever, a Fast Pass for those rides, or Ellen, or I don't think Ellen has one, but, you know, all the other stuff. But, I mean, putting Mission Space up in Tier 1 is kinda... that means I will never, ever use a Fast Pass for it. Because there's no doubt in my mind I will use the Fast Pass first for Soarin' or the Frozen ride, because I'm sure Frozen ride will be the Tier 1. Frozen, no, it's not Frozen Fever. Frozen Ever After. That's what it's called. I will obviously be using it for one of those for the rest of time. I'd rather use it for Test Track. Yeah, that's another great one. I would never, ever use the Fast Pass on Mission Space. But that's just me. I mean, you guys might want to use it, but I just letting you know that there's going to be some different stuff going on with Mission Space, and it's going to be a Tier 1 attraction, your Fast Pass Plus when you're booking. So if you are a Mission Space fan, look out for that. Made with Magic products currently used with Fantasmic, the Osborne spectacle of dancing lights, and Wishes will soon be rolling out at Epcot to interact with key moments that occur in World Showcase. The changes will begin November 23rd, which is today that I'm recording this, so now, and will most likely bring new elements to Illumination's nighttime spectacular, obviously. I don't know if you'll be walking and all of a sudden your hat will light up in the middle of a pavilion or something, you know. Maybe in the Canada show. Canada! And then your thing lights up. Your lifetime of wonder on this planet Earth. Alright, anyway. I know, no charge for the singing. More on that as more info comes in. When I find out what happens with your Made with Magic stuff, I'll let you know. We'll have an update. To me, I don't know, it's a lot of money for this Made with Magic stuff, but It's cool if everyone does it. I mean, I've barely seen anybody with this stuff. They make it sound like every single person sitting in the Phantasmic Arena has a hat on, and I might see like 5. Maybe that's just my timing when I go, but I doubt it. Also at Epcot, we found out 2016's Flower and Garden Festival will now kick off on March 2nd and run every day through May 30th for a total of a record 90 days, making this the longest annual event in the history of Walt Disney World. You go, Flower and Garden. Flower power. But I like the Flower and Garden Festival. I'm not a gardening person by any means. I can't tell you what a marigold, well, I know a marigold, but I can't tell you what type of flowers they are just by looking at them. But I mean, I really thought it was neat when I went there. I went there once a few years ago, 2011, and I was like, oh wow, I actually really enjoyed the Flower Garden Festival. So check it out if you've never checked it out before. If you're going to be there, definitely. Obviously, go to Epcot too. So, Flower and Garden, longest annual event ever. Retail locations all across Walt Disney World will now be accepting digital Disney gift cards. These cards, which can be stored on digital wallet apps like Passbook, Go Wallet, and Gift, produce a unique barcode that can be scanned at the register. Guests can then instantly see their remaining balance on their device of choice. And finally, I hope your wallet's tingling. I know mine is after reading this. Funko Pop Vinyl collectors like myself, listen up, because 4 special exclusive Haunted Mansion Pop Vinyls will be hitting the shelves at Disney parks. The collection includes Ezra, Gus, Phineas, also known as the Hitchhiking Ghosts, which obviously I love them. Look at the title of the show. And the Hatbox Ghost. Woo! Each figure will retail for $19.95. That's each, not 3 Hitchhiking Ghosts for $20, like I got the action figures in the Madame Leota store. I forget what it is called. Plus tax, and will be available at the following locations. At Disneyland, you can find them at D Street and Downtown Disney District, and you can also find them at Walt Disney World at the Pin Traders and Disney Springs Marketplace. You best believe I will be getting my grubby paws on these somehow, some way. I think I know how. I have a few connections, so I think I'm going to be calling in some favors and whatnot, and I'm going to be getting my hands on these pop vinyls, boy. Alright, well that's all the time for this week. I'll be back next week with another show, and look out for another Hitchhiking Host 101 coming soon. We're still in 1955 Disneyland, still talking about Frontierland. I got a few more Frontierland shows, then we head into Fantasyland. Woohoo! So, until next time, don't forget to subscribe right here on YouTube. YouTube.com/HitchHostShow. If you're listening to the show, thanks. And you can by hitting up Podbean. It's hitchhostshow.podbean.com. You can like the show on Facebook, facebook.com/HitchHostShow. And of course, follow on the Twitter and the Instagram at HitchHostShow. Until next time, don't forget to... for the next episode. See ya.